¿Qué pasó, pinche perro? It's your homeboy Quetzalcoatl. Welcome back to the Fuck Your Life Boxing Show. Shoutouts to homie Info, dude who requested this video. This is the Mayweather versus Canelo prediction video that I'm going to be dropping the day of the motherfucking fight. Fuck it. Better late than never. This is the half-assed edition, of course, because I'm not going to get to edit it the way I want it. But fuck it. Let's get down to it. We'll start off with Floyd Money Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather's, of course, coming off of the great performance that he had versus Robert Guerrero. Masterful performance. Completely embarrassed Robert Guerrero and outboxed him to a unanimous decision victory. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is the best defensive fighter in the game today. He will go into the ring as a great counterpuncher. He's going to have more experience in this fight going into the fight. He also has a very high ring IQ. I feel he's also going to have a speed advantage going into this fight. These are the keys to victory for Floyd Mayweather. If Floyd Mayweather wins the fight, I think he's going to win by decision. I see some people saying that Mayweather's going to win by knockout. I don't see that happening. The two fights that Floyd Mayweather has had above 147 were at 154. This fight in particular will be at 152. But the two times that he fought at 154 versus Oscar de la Hoya and Miguel Cotto, you know, both fights he looked somewhat lackluster. They were good performances, but they were not great performances. He actually looked beatable in both of those fights. Cotto landed a lot of good shots, although Mayweather was able to rally late and win a clear decision. But, you know, Cotto had a lot of success early in that fight, and in the Oscar de la Hoya fight, in my opinion, I thought that fight should have at least been a draw. I didn't really see Mayweather winning that fight, which is why I say that Canelo has a good chance of coming away with a victory. You know, both of those fights at 154 were against two fighters whose best days were at 147 pounds. You know, Oscar's best days were at 147, as well as Miguel Cotto's. They weren't full-fledged, natural 154-pounders that he was fighting, as opposed to Canelo, who is a full-fledged, natural, big 154-pound fighter. You know, if those guys were able to do that to Mayweather at 154, you got to wonder what Canelo can do at 152. Mayweather is going to have to move around in that ring. He cannot be in one place. He cannot remain complacent like he did versus Miguel Cotto at times, and those were the times that Cotto was successful. He can't stay in one place like that against Canelo. He was able to move around a lot versus Robert Guerrero. Even when Floyd Mayweather hurt his hand, you saw that he was still able to show movement. You know, you would think that after injuring one arm, that your opponent would be able to cut off the ring a lot easier, which would mean that opponent would not be pressuring you a lot more. You know, Floyd Mayweather was able to still move around, and you know, he went on to make it an easy victory with just one arm. You got to commend him for that. As far as Canelo Alvarez goes, Canelo Alvarez, he's going to be stepping into the ring with a youth advantage, a size advantage, and a power advantage. Canelo, he throws very good combinations, and in his fights, he's also shown that he has a lot of patience. He won't just go in there wild. He'll look for his shots, and he has the power to knock out Mayweather. But the question is, will he be able to land that big shot? He's coming off of his biggest victory versus Austin Trout. In a close fight, I thought that the knockdown was the difference in that fight, although I wouldn't argue with the people who thought that Austin Trout won that fight, because it was a very close fight. Canelo's flaws, I would say, is that, well, he does have a lot of power. He has some impressive speed, and he has youth on his side. He does tend to fight in spurts, and which is why some people have stressed that perhaps stamina may be an issue in this fight. That has yet to be seen. We're going to see that tonight. As you saw, he was able to weigh in at the 152-pound limit, which was the catch weight for this fight. Floyd Mayweather ended up going in at 150 and a half. Canelo agreed to this. Me personally, I wish that the fight would have been at 154, especially because the belts are on the line. But if Canelo accepted the terms, that's on him. You know, if he loses this fight, there shouldn't be any excuses about the weight. There shouldn't be any excuses as to, oh, he wasn't ready, whatever. You know, he chose to take this fight. So, I mean, if he wins, he deserves all the credit in the world. But if he loses, you know, there shouldn't be people trying to make up excuses for this. Same thing on the Floyd Mayweather side. If Floyd Mayweather, if for some reason he loses this fight, there should be no damage controlling. You know, there should be no people saying, oh, well, you know, he was past his prime, because that would, you know, nobody's saying that right now. And he didn't look like he was past his prime when he was whooping Robert Guerrero's ass. So for both sides, you know, whoever wins this fight, all credit in the world to him. This was actually a tough fight for me to decide on. I was going back and forth throughout these past couple of weeks. But, you know, I have to give Floyd Mayweather the benefit of the doubt. You know, he's been able to have a very good run. And while I feel that Canelo I think Canelo's going to hurt him in this fight. But I think that Floyd Mayweather has the ring IQ and he has the experience. He's going to be able to survive that, and he's going to pull away with a very close decision victory. You know, although if Canelo ends up winning this fight, I would not be surprised, because, like I said, I was having a problem picking this fight because of Canelo's size. I think his size and his power is going to be a big part in this fight. But like I said, you got to give Floyd Mayweather, the #1 pound for pound fighter in boxing today. You got to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I think he'll be able to pull it off. You know, we'll see. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to watch this fight live. I'm going to have to watch it in replay again. Some bullshit. My schedule has just changed, and fuck it, you just got to roll with it. You know what I'm saying? But give me your thoughts. Who do you have winning this fight, and why? What you going to be doing? Is you going to get your drink on, your smoke on, whatever the fuck you going to do? Do the shit to the fullest. Enjoy yourself. And this is your homeboy, Quetzalcoatl, signing the fuck on out.